New York Half Marathon in the books. Man, what a fun weekend for me getting out with my Wahoo teammates, Team Ultra teammates, and my little brother, which is always fun racing with him. Last time, and pretty much, frankly, the only time we've ever raced together has been the New York City, either full marathon and now the New York City Half Marathon, and it's a blast. And let me tell you, really pumped on how that race turned out. As you saw posted yesterday as well as on my Instagram, 1:22:03, which far exceeds the level of fitness that I'm actually currently in. Really pumped on how that's moving forward. Let's break down how this race really went down, the weekend, things I enjoyed, and just talk about what a great trip this has been. New York City, you are one of my favorite places to race. Couple shakeout runs, staying in a totally different part of the city that I've ever stayed in downtown, as one of our college buddies lives down here, so got lots of runs along the rivers, down in Battery Park. The Team Ultra Wahoo shakeout run was down here too, had nice little crew, getting some easy jogging miles in. Shout out to all those buddies that we got some time to spend. Had my pizza, had a great meal before the race, got ready for the race. The unique thing about this New York race is the transportation is all on your own. Unlike the New York City Marathon where they have buses or the ferry for you to take, this one, it says get to the start line and figure it out. So jumped on the subway down here, straight over to Prospect Park, and got ready for by far the largest half marathon that I have ever run in, with 22,000 finishers. So that was pretty special. Starting up in the front in Wave 1 Corral A, it was actually nice because it didn't take off super fast like the New York City Marathon or other big city marathons I did, because the first mile I ran was actually the slowest mile I ran at 6:31. Coming into this race, my plan was, I thought I was gonna be between a 1:23 and a 1:25, 1:26, just based upon my current fitness level. Had my pace starting out at 6:35 and cutting down like a couple seconds until I got to around 6:10, 6:17, and just sat in that spot. And when you started this race, I really kind of hit that plan pretty well. You always get pulled into a little bit quicker mile on your first one, and I finished at around a 6:31. But then you have a long downhill, then you had a slight uphill, and then you got into some real rhythm where my first 5K, I passed in 1940. And when I passed in 1940, I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna sit in this space and hold on to this, 1930, 1940 5K pace until I see what happens. As the race went along, I just felt smooth, the legs felt great. And although my true running fitness didn't get there, I have to credit this entire race strictly to the weightlifting that's been going on. I've put in 2, sometimes 3 days a week of weightlifting since the end of December, and 100% this race performance was put up by the weightlifting and the strength training that I have done. And now I'm a proponent. Knocked out the 5K in 1940, then hit 39 at the 10K split, then came in at 58:30, and then finished last 5K, I was at 17:51. But as you can see from the graph, it was the slowest 5K was on the beginning, and then I slowly started trickling my way up into pacing, which was great, with my fastest mile actually being mile 11, I think it was, at 5:58. But everything was really steady and really smooth. So what are the couple key takeaways? Number one, I love racing in New York City. This place is so special. It is so amazing. And to do a different course in the city, as you can see, city's behind me. I'm hearing the fire engines, I'm hearing the police cars, the traffic below. I just love racing here, and it's not just the New York City Marathon. This half was absolutely incredible. Number two, strength training will forever be a part of my running career. I learned in this half marathon that when you add those weights, they really come in handy, because my running fitness had no business running at 1:22:03, but the strength training helped me get to that pace. So super pumped on that. And number 3, I still have quite a bit of recovery to do with my back. I feel great today. I felt great during the race, still no issues, but I know I've got a little bit more development in the strength and in the rehab for my back as I keep getting back to it, chasing down that sub 240. But to be able to clip off a 122 that easy, it's coming, it's coming. Awesome time out here again. Love this city, love my team, love the people that are part of this running community, and look forward to that next race. I'll keep you posted on the plans, as I think I've got some things brewing up, a little bit of change in my schedule, but time to go hit those trails. See you, everybody.